rebuild and find a form, and I think they've done a great job already. They have looked dangerous in kickoff and even more dangerous right here. One match away from making it to a global. And how did they get it done on Fracture last time? Win the pistol, charge up the showstopper, and create a snowball on their attack side that MIBR could not handle. Asuna is making his way over towards that ult orb, clearing out Dish to begin with, but hard to tell if this is going to be a commitment.
Yeah, well, Scuba is alone sitting onto that site. We'll see if 100 Thieves choose to commit, but no. Quick break of the cam.
And on the way back.
Away. Yeah, why not? Just pick up a couple of orbs. Why?
Yeah.
All you can.
Pay attention to those orbs. Who gets the plant? Who gets the defuse?
Look at NRG.
Trying to follow the noise, but it's difficult because 100 Thieves are just going to kind of roam around here. There are 4 ult orbs to play for on Fracture Attack.
100 Thieves might be playing for the long con here, but slow and steady. Underneath the tunnel here, NRG will be ready to respond to whatever happens. That's why they've got that pack of players sitting in their own spawn.
And Mada's Saturate looks really important here if 100 Thieves do try to up the tempo, but they are going on an adventure.
I mean, exploring every single nook and cranny, walking the entire way. They're like tourists right now.
Yeah, and eventually going to reconnect with Asuna, who's kept that position at Dish.
Only has 30 seconds left, though. You've got to get a bit of a move on. That's what the Stimmy's for, though. It's going to speed things up dramatically. Timotino leads a charge. Look to clear it away, mostly. Now NRG just waiting in the wings to respond. That sees and forwards again. Scuba now can just capitalize the rest of his team. Played him perfectly. And all that waiting around just spells doom and defeat for the pistol. 100 Thieves did not stand a chance.
That's the kind of beginning you need against 100 Thieves on this map. It, more than any other map, I think, is prone to these ultimate snowball cycles that we see. And 100 Thieves right now are the cleanest team at being able to generate those ults, make sure that they have exceptional precision in terms of who gets each ult point as they go forwards. NRG have just deleted them.
Oh my god, he's running around.
100 Thieves had a 60% win rate on those pistols heading into today. And NRG, with a crucial first step to denying them that win condition.
This is going to be massive for Fracture. 100 Thieves, very similar look as well to that pistol here. Seeing how much space they can really get away with. And Brooks is going to be posted up there nice and early, so Timotino dropped off.
A bit of a freebie there, actually.
Yep.
With both of the ciphers on this map, got to expect a lot of trap plays too. So if 100 Thieves are going to play slow and contacty, like we saw on the pistol, look for Scuba's cam and where that's going to be taking contact. This time, though, more of a defensive setup, just looking for information towards Arcade.
Kiko's going to be posted, judge in hand. Won't be able to stray too far away from tower. This is unbelievable. I mean, what is this, the third orb? The 100 Thieves have just grabbed now, roaming around the map. This is the game plan, though. I mean, listen. Round win. Looking out of sight, but they'll just take it. I mean, what is Asuna up to? He's 2 away.
He's 2 away from a Raze ultimate into round 3 when they did not win pistol.
Oh, it's just ridiculous.
It really is, and that's why it's so important to actually get the pistol wins against these guys. They min-max these kind of ult orbs more than any other team. I think you can see the impact of the coaching staff change for 100 Thieves.
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing a lot of validation, I think, for 100 Thieves at the beginning of the season. A lot of umming and ahhing in terms of decision-making, but clashing together the old core of 100 Thieves, Cryo, Asuna Bang, with this tier 2 package, essentially, MBS, Vora, Timotino. It's been dramatic, I would say.
Yeah. Now, what is Asuna going to do here, though? Because, I mean, you could try to play for the tree orb, get the plant, speed up a little bit. If I'm NRG. NRG look to deny the one over towards Halls by the look of this.
Yeah, a bit of a fight towards it.
But no one is going to contest Asuna to pick up this one at tree. NRG might end up wishing that they had played this round a little more aggressively.
Yeah, it's super passive in terms of allowing a lot of space, but critically the trip doesn't get broken.
Yeah, the thing is, you know where Asuna is around the map because you just hold tab and you see his ult points go up and up and up.
Stacking up, but NRG are not holding aggressive map control really anywhere, with the exception of being at Halls.
It's full armor on everybody into Mada's Outlaw.
And here he is. Posted up, it's going to have to be straight to the dome, but it's Timotino. A little bit quicker. Onto the mark, Prowler as well. Sets a bit of pace forwards now, with about a minute on the mark. The smokes lay it down. It's just one obstacle that's going to be in their face, and it does call for the pause for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, the molly is good from Brock.
Hold on, it's ahead. poking right towards the top. Aston's going to be dropped out, now taken out of the fight, in through the smoke. Timotino trying to weave within the connected passage, and he's found his way into spawn, but nobody's home. These players have just missed each other, and with it, Vora, he pays for it with his life. Timotino has to pay off now. There was an inclination, I think, as Brock was turning around. He could have some backs towards him, but we'll see if they even note it. Ethan's going to be finished off towards it. 25 seconds left. Spike has to be picked up and planted. Scuba tackles Timotino, takes him out. It leaves Cryo into a 1v2. Scuba and Kiko. Kiko would love to have a bit of a better gun.
He's going to find an upgrade in sand.
There it is, Bulldog. Phantom in hand for Scuba and Kiko. See Cryo now, wall. To make things tricky.
Tiny gap.
Tiny, potentially a window to play around. He just spots it, signs of life. Brings it to that 1v1 cage down. And Kiko, oblivious. But for Cryo, it's absolutely everything.
He is the savior that 100 Thieves need in that final moment. Kiko doesn't quite realize that his wall has left a fraction of a gap. Barely any gap at all. It all depended on how exactly the flames were wavering. But in the dying embers of that round, 100 Thieves snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. That would have been a catastrophic round to lose. 100 Thieves' economy would have been in a bad spot. And all of that good work of charging up the showstopper for naught. Now, though, they get to put the pressure back onto NRG. Equalizing the scoreline here would put NRG's economy in a bad position.
What is that? Just hearing a couple of sound cues perhaps behind that cage.
But also walking, spray going everywhere, and you've taken down Asuna, the player with the showstopper. Couldn't be a better beginning.
No, critical kill to be claimed for sure. Timotino now walking all the way up, a bit of spam as well into that smoke. Ethan calls for the reaction play, but he got to win this fight out to try and dominate Hall's control matter. He's gone. Blinked it in a moment's notice. Kiko as well, not long for the world. This is a complete takeover towards the spawn, and Scuba, hold on, he's going to be hearing this now. Signs of life, but they're skirting straight past him. Might be looking to try and find a timing here. If they don't anticipate this, Jenny positions forwards again, but spotted out. A lot of damage done. Spraying him down, a cage to give him a bit of safety. Timotino happy to just tuck towards Jenny. They can play these crossfire setups now with a plant going down. Not the best position in the world. But a spike to be sent down and around. Ethan getting a bit spotted out here by the Prowler. And now, yeah, head clean off, cleaved off. Scuba's got to do it all from a spot like this, but as soon as Timotino goes down, you're going to see it. The swing comes through. 100 Thieves, the second one on the board. You can hear across the stage how much it means to them.
A lot of the coaches at the moment are talking about how this meta is a matter of timings. And this round just shows it perfectly. This one was ridiculous, but the pushes through the smokes afterwards from 100 Thieves, they walked into Sands pretty quietly and then found timings through that heaven smoke to be able to catch Kiko, I think it was, in spawn.
Yeah.
And suddenly the whole map has exploded, and those B-side anchors like Scuba, I mean, he had to get that kill onto Timotino immediately, and it's so tough to do with that Neon. Bouncing around all over the place. It's another round. It's not an Asuna takeover game, despite the game plan of 100 Thieves, but by hook or by crook, they've knocked down NRG's economy and got themselves straight back into this attack side of Fracture.
It's a very slow, deliberate game for 100 Thieves that are playing. They themselves looking to take no risks.
It's really quite risky, though, contacting around the map like this.
Contact is king right now with the metagame.
But I think, especially into NRG's composition, you are expecting to run into cam contact and then Kiko flashes you or Mada hits you with some kind of saturate. The NRG composition, you can cook up a lot of tactics on defense. For both teams, actually, we'll be watching out for that.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of noise being made. They're going to throw out a Prowler. Looking to see if they can post Timotino deep. This Outlaw as well could really find some value. I think the barrel just sticking out. Warning shot popped off.
Only one player seen that.
Yeah, not too much in terms of signs of life. That wall's going to be whipping its way across here. Walking up, flash through, hoping that they could collect a player that might have just been left as a straggler. But now, quick pivot, maneuver over towards the A site. It is vacant. And now the showstopper even being committed against the eco. I mean, why not? Just trying to use everything at their disposal to secure it, but maybe a little bit overzealous.
Yeah, I think so. They didn't have that information when the full stack was over towards B. Felt the time pressure get to them. I think NRG will be quite happy with that.
NRG stacked up, dropping down, now flooding through into Sand and Molly. Stop even in his tracks here. Even more ultimates being committed while they're at it. Okay, 100 Thieves are really feeling the heat and pressure despite that weaker weaponry. Also, if NRG, you're counting your wins already at this point.
These are all silver linings.
Yeah.
It will be 100 Thieves taking the lead here. But you were really worried as NRG in this situation that they were going to come out into the next round with an almost impossibly large amount of ultimates. And instead, that momentum has swung the other direction. It's a big win for 100 Thieves, but it was expensive. And they really lack any ultimate to build a game plan around. The showstopper, the Nightfall, even the Orbital Strike, actually, these are big ults that you can work attacking rounds with.
One enemy remains.
But now it's back in NRG's favor. And they now have mana with an Operator, which was a key part of NRG's game plan when they played against Sentinels, for example, most recently.
Yeah. I remember the last time I saw Fracture being played so slowly.
Yeah.
He's been insanely cautious.
Yeah. So Trip to cover Mada's back as he takes a passive line over towards B. Early dish pressure has been the name of the game for 100 Thieves early on.
Yeah.
Especially when Asuna doesn't have this showstopper, they are just funneling ult orbs into the guy.
It looks like a similar game plan again. I mean, NRG, they're not really prone. I mean, when we've seen them play Fracture to pushing out areas of the map, they do it occasionally.
Well, it's really hard to refight over towards dish as well.
Yeah.
If you see Timatino inserted here, think about it from the defense side. How do you get this guy out of here? You've got to jump up to fight him. Using the flex in order to go for that jiggle peek. Doesn't show as much of your shoulder. Crazy tech.
That was crazy tech. C's for a C is going to be used to lock down 100 Thieves in through halls. Walls popped down. Timatino taken out immediately in a blink of an eye. Kiko looking to lock it all the way down. Asuna immediately taken out, and the Operator gets active. Mada shuts it down on the other side of the map, given no pivot options now for 100 Thieves. They're forced to brute force, burst their way into this A site, but reinforcements have arrived, and NRG really bunkering down at this point. Bit of spam though into the wall, that'll do the trick. Brings it into potentially a winnable scenario. Kiko though still stands his ground with the final shot. Just flexes on him.
Absolutely vile there at the end from Kiko. Asked to do a lot with Brock being punished in that position at top site. Kiko, one of the players that I've got my eye on, of course. NRG are currently on a lower bracket run, which is ridiculous, man.
Dude, we talk about they started at the beginning of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the other British hero headed to Masters London, Benji Fishy, he completed the whole of the lower bracket as well over in EMEA. Ended up winning the entire thing. NRG, of course, they'd love to have an America's Trophy, but that is not the story today.
Nope.
They have got to just be focused on putting one foot in front of the other. Both teams want to get to London.
3-3. I've seen a heavy group of 100 Thieves. This is 4 players content to leave Cryo to control the entirety of the northern section of the map.
Yeah, under threes are going under tunnel here, maybe trying to get a wraparound onto Mada, but Mada's positioning is very safe.
Yeah.
He is being covered by a cam. Even if the cam gets broken, Trip to stop anybody coming into heaven behind him.
It's pure contact.
Whoa,
plays
he's
across the board.
going
I mean,
for a peek.
Yeah, well, he might be gearing up for it now. Forwards, just potentially signs of life. That's going to be conversion pass, offloaded. Hearing the scurrying of these footsteps, a couple of shots being rattled away here. And Kiko activating now, run it back. He's just trying to run straight through them. Already that damage done to Matino. Making sure to get involved. Forwards now, though, but in a 3v3. Deep smokes. Lay it down. You've got to keep your watchful eye on it, just in case NRG decide to see if they can try and peek their way through. Molly sent flying forwards. Ethan in that main angle, looking to activate now as that smoke dissipates.
Tight timing there for Bang.
Yeah, barely gets out of the way of it, just out of dodge. Timatino with that Operator picked up and now thriving. As soon as the smokes dissipate as well, not much of a chance for them. Timatino, one more, and he's gunning for that ace. One more bullet left to do so, but Kiko already running away, trying to make it hard for him. Time ticking. 100 Thieves quite content to just really sit back and play for this round. They got the win.
And Kiko wants his rifle. Only 400 credits in the bank there. And a disastrous round for NRG to lose. It was one of those trap plays that I was talking about, Bren. They had cam to contact over towards Arcade, and Mada was making his way over because he's got that Waylay ult. And even after investing both duelist ultimates in as a trap in Arcade, Timatino shreds them. What a round for the rookie star. Plays inside of these smokes. These smokes are weird, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Brock uses very strange defense side smokes.
I'm letting everybody go through smokes and kill my teammates nowadays. So shameless.
I mean, you're allowed to bet on duelist if you get 4 kills in the round and win it yourself. There have been some very good baiting duelists in Americas.
Yeah. he says with a smirk.
Naming no names. We will name no names.
Deep peek though, that's a punish onto Timotino.
Great punish.
I'll be able to take that up straight back here. Now, listen, Refract is going to be running out the Prowler. Hold on, how the hell did he sidestep this one? Asuna! Flick at the wrist and trying to adjust for it all, but Ethan, he just leads a charge, taking a fight forwards anyway. 100 Thieves look to respond. Deep peek as well to jump in around the corner. It's even like a salmon upstream. Sets his team up beautifully for success here, Cryo. Left us that last one remaining.
They are all squatting on the spike like a mother hen. You are never getting this back from NRG.
Yeah, this is a tall order for Cryo.
Even if Cryo had an Omen ult, he might not be able to get this one back. NRG with a high, mid, low setup.
How do you even win this? Cage out, swing out.
Bro, keep theorizing all you like. NRG have locked this one up.
Yeah, it's a triple high low. Hold on, here's the cage. Here's the second one. Now you just need to swing.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And, well, maybe not. Okay. 4-4 though.
That's such a cool round from NRG. They do this slow squeeze onto the south side. You were talking about how we haven't seen such a slow game of Fracture being played until this meta, really. But this round, NRG do actually have quite a lot of pressure coming down into that south side spawn, but it's a slow squeeze. Yeah. They're not util dumping and running at the attackers. They get that pick onto Timotino early and then
Crunchy, boys.
Keep walking out through tree, keep crunching. And Mada gets the operator back in his hands, takes it out of Timotino's. Cold dead grasp.
Now you're definitely seeing that slow squeeze.
Launching smoke.
Deep smoke. This is the one that got Timotino into a deep position prior. It's not just Brock who's doing the conventional smokes. Not that that one is too unconventional. And there is no pushback from these orbs being vacuumed up.
It's more of the micro-objective play for 100 Thieves. Push Mada back a little bit, but he is brave. He's very confident getting back on that line. And that tells NRG to stay on B.
Probably gets acknowledged from, but it might be spoiling a bit of the vision here. 100 Thieves. 4 players up towards Arcade, looking to see if they can take it one step further forwards. A wall in their faces. NRG, again, content to just give up access to the side. I know they're working against the eco. Bit of spam. Doesn't find the mark. Spikes down. 100 Thieves. Find themselves into a bit of a post mine. They do have ults to work with. Asuna with 1 kill will get the showstopper.
It's a bit weird now. NRG would love to smoke to go for the retake, but 100 Thieves were playing inside of them last time.
Yeah, look at this. Squaring up now for the fight to be taken. Mada picks off Cryo, and that was the straggler found. Flash in your face. Asuna blindly firing, looking for it. Kiko, though, steps forwards anyway. Pivotal player for this squad. Timotino can't adjust it in time. Bang. Last one left. The fuse already being stuck, though, and guarded heavily. NRG put a stop to it.
Great recovery from NRG. Ever since they had that eco round where they forced those big ults out of 100 Thieves. And now ult economy starts swinging in the way of the attackers once more. The lead being fought over tooth and nail. But attack timeout being used just as with barely any util left to go and help Ethan on this side on B.
Alone over towards B. Trying to fake like it's a bigger push.
Well, 100 Thieves are going to start with that dish pressure again. They could easily accelerate once they've taken it, or back up. And it's that variety that makes things difficult to read. But Mada is here with the big boomstick.
Not just that, Ethan is going to be... What is that? Okay, Nightfall, stop down. That is good. Patience by Mada. Just stop a refract dodge, but Kiko is going to go down anyway regardless. Dropping down, Asuna surely going to be punished. Not quite. So the bailout fun, and it's arrived in the hands of Cryo Searles himself. Firm position now. Get it into the post plan here, but it's fast and loose gameplay. NRG, big disadvantage. The one player is going to try and turn the tide any way he possibly can. Smokes to try and cut them off. What a shot by Ethan, and still squares up even more. This is the IGL. Matters into his own hands.
11 and 5.
How the hell has he done this? Suddenly, it's 100 Thieves. Backs against the wall. 2v3. Neurofeft sent flying out, reveals the position, and that 3-2-1 swing forwards. Cryo can't really stand up to any of it.
A smirk on Ethan's face as they close out the round. He's jump peeking at the end there, and he's hit some blinders early on.
And not just that, I mean, at the beginning of this round, solo pushing deep down out of tree.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All the way. Nightfall to get the acknowledgement that nobody was lurking, so he could sprint all the way to catch up the rest of his team.
Yeah, legitimately bonkers play coming out from Bonkar and Ethan there. but it works for NRG. I don't think 100 Thieves were anticipating Mada being on top of that box, taking contact towards Dish either. NBS is not happy about how that round has worked. He just took attack timeout to try to fix things. He had a massive opportunity to snowball with these ults. Squandered.
A lot of these players, though, this operator is feasting in the hands of Mada. Fast lane, propped up. Scuba trying to weave in and out of all of this here. This Yuto going to be going back and forth along with the Prowlers. Asuna just swings wildly out of it and it looks like dominating towards the spawn. Might be the goal, Mada! Just quick scoping through it. But Chaos has been thrown into the mix. Bang now, not long for the word. Look at that from behind. Don't ask me what happened to Asuna.
Yeah, he's been fried halfway through that round. NRG got up to 7 and Mada looks unstoppable. He's at the top of the scoreboard for his team, 13 and 7. Since he got the op into his hands, every peak is finding value.
That's
that
crazy.
one, just a prediction shot and then into a quick scope. Nasty.
That's difficult. Smokes on the side, making it really awkward in terms of the angles to hold.
Even Brock doesn't know how he killed Asuna at the end. What's happened there? Brock now has his ultimate to work with. Things do not get any easier here for 100 Thieves.
And 100 Thieves still at that 4-1 split, but this time, hold on, the Prowler sees it. That's a seize that's going to be connecting onto 2!
Beautiful!
And there it is! Fried
Down B.
in the blink of an eye.
Another one of those trap plays, cam contact. The Cypher is getting so much value, even though Scuba himself is not getting the kills. And what a nightmare for 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
They were the ones trying to get the big value out of these ultimates, and NRG have stolen it right back away from them.
Very passive positions, but Brock, he was, I'm not going to say overextending, but just taking a fight up. Timotino, it's a good pick-off.
He's been a hero once for them before.
They need more, though. Fast lane, double trips up. It's going to be slowing Cryo down, breaking both. Timotino definitely squaring up here. Open sightlines again, and it needs to be offered up. Clean shooting for Kiko. Dismisses. Nightfall's going to be scattering out. Vora's going to get that delay, at least for a few critical moments, but NRG happy to wait this one out forward. So Timotino! What is that? Slides forward, the unexpected play potentially pays off 2v2. As NRG slowly maneuvering their way forwards. Flash, dodge, flick of the wrist. Vora is doing it all now. It's spotted out where the remaining player is. Timotino, though, taken out 1v1. And Scuba swings and delivers a death blow.
100 Thieves must have thought that Timotino was going to save him again. And yet Scuba tucks himself into Jenny. I think he thought he'd got the kill at the end.
Yeah.
He pulled his knife back out.
I don't know what was going on.
I mean, when you're that confident in your aim, I guess it's okay. What a set play to open. What a way to close. NRG with 5 in a row to end this half. Nothing the coaches could even do from 100 Thieves to get back into this one. And a half that could have been a nightmare, that could have snowballed away from them. NRG come out very confidently in the lead. There's a little look of desperation on his face as well. They do need this pistol.
Yeah.
They've won 6 out of 8 pistols in their last 2 matches, and then converted 4 out of 6 of the bonuses.
Timotino, brave angle to be played on. Pixel angle has already shown that presence. One shot, somehow not taking any damage. Quick disengage. Hearing that scurry of the footsteps here. Scuba notices the presence. The cam's going to confirm it, but Timotino's finished anyway. Taken out. Deep Horn's going to be broken. Flash forwards, though. NRG are not slowing down whatsoever. Deep. Going to be that tuck corner. Bang! Second guessing. That's Mada onto that clearance, and a smoke to play with himself. Be able to at least get his team into the fight here. Flooding forwards as well to deny absolutely everything into sight. 100 Thieves. Full control over towards A. They call for the pivot. NRG are moving around because Scuba, look at this deep insert.
Does Cryo think about it?
Cryo. It's a slide off angle from Scuba. It's devious work.
Cryo's definitely considering it though.
Yeah, thinking about it, but just spotted out there. Scuba's giving that signs of life and acknowledgement now forwards. Asuna is way ahead of the curve and the rest of his team, yet still matters not. He's able to take out Brock, following through. Team at his back, and now 1v3. Just have to minimize the mistakes in the micro. Asuna with a stick. Onto this defuse, just covered by his teammates. Twirling around, getting the acknowledgement. Shots through the box, not enough to take out the opposition. A pistol round is what 100 Thieves needed, and that's what they got.
We know how good they are in terms of maximizing all of that value if they can win the pistol round to begin with. It's a lifeline for 100 Thieves. on a map
One
that's
enemy remaining.
extremely winnable for them. Listen, NRG have decided to pick into Fracture, but all of the maps here, I think, are great ones for this series, where you can see both teams really get tested. Full buy up from 100 Thieves. No quarter given. A lot of respect, though, shown. Making sure that they convert this.
Tino, give it a chance, give it an angle here. Moving a little bit further forwards. Hold on, not even thinking about the other player, because Kiko's there. Classic in hand. Asna's ready with the trade. An attempt to pick up that gun. Did they get it? Yes, they did. Outlaw in the hands of Matter, but we'll see if it matters.
Scuba not realizing that 100 Thieves had 3 players over here towards B. Hoping that it was just Asna and Timatino. Walks into his demise.
Smoke.
One enemy
And Nade is pretty perfect on the timing. Asna,
B.
get away from that orb. It's like I've been farming those the entire game.
I'm not letting you pick one up this time. Mada got the Outlaw into his hand, but he doesn't really have any targets to be able to look at.
No.
3 players still with full armor. Even if an Outlaw does go the way of the opposition, making sure that there's no danger.
Walk up through Vora. Yeah, just a bit of movement there. Making himself a difficult target to take down. So 8-6.
And now Asuna becomes the key player to watch, in my opinion. You have a bonus round here. 100 Thieves coaching staff have been so good at coming up with cool ideas for these bonuses. I expect it's going to be a trap play in some area around the map, but he could easily use it, instead of it being a trap, to just flood out, try to take out NRG as they go for an exec. It does look, based on where these players are positioned early doors, that they might be on opposite sides of the map to each other. So Asna may have a bit of footwork to do in order to get to where the action is. Cam broken instantly, could still be part of it.
Slow and steady in the shot. Does get the connection, but Mada with that full armor lives another day. Not just that, he's doing damage here with Timatino taking it out. Showstopper's going to be used. This is crazy early. Just try and squeeze this outside player, Cryo, just with the Spectre. And that fuse is running dry, and Albert Scuba will be obliterated regardless. And it has flipped the side ever so slightly. Still Kiko running forwards, setting the pace for the rest of the team. It leaves it just into the hands of Vora. Really, IGL.
Really strong wraparound there from Rourke. Credit to him. Goes underneath tunnel and deals with Asuna. A chance for 100 Thieves to get straight back into the game. But Vora with a tall task in a 1v3. Not even sure about the post-plan positioning of these players.
He's only got the Bulldog. He's poking, prodding, hoping to see if he can scout out an isolated player, but it's a pretty perfect post-plan. Slight jiggle at the off angle and a crossfire setup that is played for here. So Kiko gets himself 3. Pivotal player for NRG. A lot is being demanded of this guy in terms of the roles. He's having to play a lot across their entire map pool. And we've been talking about it. This match means an awful lot.
Yeah, it really does.
He's going back about it.
He'll be going back home if he ends up being able to win this one. But yeah, playing Duelist on both of these first 2 maps, and then swapping over to Killjoy, map 3.
Yeah.
So if he's having a crazy game across Fracture and Breeze, he then has to take a back seat and trust his team to be able to convert things.
Complete change of tempo. It's always impressive when you see players capable of that. Deep Haunt. It's not broken. NRG think that it's clear, but this is 100 Thieves actually gearing up for a bit of a refight. They've got 2 players, Asuna, Timatino, close forwards now. A slide and a glide forwards now. We see it. Mada's going to be gone, taken out. The nade rebounds and a flash is perfect in Kiko. He's not done, not finished whatsoever. Wants to put the squeeze onto all of them. Vora single-handedly pushing back the opposition.
Vora has just been amazing in A main. Those 2 kills have taken all of the sting out of NRG's rounds. Kiko and Brock have actually worked their way back into things here.
Yeah, Kiko though, taken out, rattled with that hail of lead, and Brock is just limping into this fight. So 1v3, weak as anything. Doesn't even feel comfortable to get that spike down. He's hoping that one player will potentially overextend, but possible scenario for this guy, despite how well he's been playing in this stage. Tap to see if he can drag and draw some of these players out, but 100 Thieves not convinced. Play with discipline, bide their time, second one.
30 seconds
This time the full stick, and now potentially the go button hit. Players activating across the board, and they swarm him on the site.
100 Thieves players taking it in turns here to have some major impact in the rounds. Vora, what a player. With the Vandal, completely caught Scuba off guard. Scuba's got an outlaw in hand and can't do anything about it. But then he deleted the trade player too. And that's what makes all the difference. IGL v IGL. He popped Ethan's head. Almost a pre-fire, I think. There's no way he's reacted that quickly. Nightmarishly good.
Yeah, but a necessary round here for 100 Thieves to try and drag it back to even. 9-7. Starting to build up to a couple of big ultimates. The economy also taking a knock here on NRG's side.
It's a great chance for 100 Thieves to get straight back into the game. I love this position on top of Jenny that Asana's posted up on. Even if NRG go for an arcade push, a lot of the time, you're not going to clear this properly. If Cryo distracts, Asana might be able to pop some heads.
Cam broken. See if they anticipate it. Spot like this. Smoke's going to be dropped, and oh my! The spray just gets a little bit too messy. Slows down Kiko. He returns the favor. All the way up into tower. Cryo is definitely being pressured forwards, but what a hell of a timing to take. Moving forwards, this guy is a one-man army! He can't get control of the rifle for the third, but he might have just done enough damage.
Mata picks up the Vandal too. NRG in a 3v3 where they can start to slow things down.
They have a minute.
The big problem is Brock.
Spike isolated, still they've slowed it down, and Mata! The punish! The contact reclear of 100 Thieves is swatted straight down to earth. Mata's not done at all. This guy's locked onto the angles, looking for signs of life. Bang. Having an absolute mare of a game. 4 and 13.
This could be his time though.
It could be.
They know there's a threat here, but this is a weird position.
It's all on his
30
shoulders. It
seconds
is
left.
weird. Scuba just pushes forwards, surely going to see signs of life, but he's tucked tightly. The cage might even helping him out. Smokes, drop down, lay it down, plant going down. There's no defense in order. Brock! What is that?
There are some moments in this round where the NRG players have pulled out some nonsense, man. Kiko with the only hero rifle in the round barreled through arcade and deleted Asana. I like the position that Asana's playing from, but look at this. Wow. Too many targets and he couldn't select it. A matter, of course, this 2K is so clean. It completely changes the round in his favor.
Adam just aimbotting them.
Yeah, dude, he is at the beginning of the rounds as well. He's 7-2 right now in first kills to first deaths.
That's ridiculous.
That's astonishing stuff. Most of those happening on the defense side with the op.
Mata gone one step further, 17 and 11. And 100 Thieves. Once more, drop down to just the pistols and a bucky. Bort has to be sidestepped to spam into the box though. Risky business for Cryo, but he's looking to see if he can make a play. Double dash, flick towards the side. Good reactions. Kiko is there straight away. Plays the rest of his team and he might go down here, but Brock, his auto sign, surely now, but already target selection as well. Not quite realizing where to aim for. Nightfall's going to be used now to get the map back in order here for NRG.
All three found.
Yep, and that's the acknowledgement they were looking for. Immediate repositions, you're seeing it. Ethan sprints towards tunnel, ensures that they're not taking up residency there. But very much alone, as Fastlane is going to be causing issues. Overdrive into Tibertino's hands, and he's looking on a scouting mission. Boombot finds him first. There's Asana filling up the feed. And what a win for 100 Thieves. They had barely anything to work with. Scraps, odds, and ends.
Back-to-back thrifties. Neither team really had money in these last couple of rounds, but they come away with the victory anyway. Absolutely overwhelming Brock. He has to be the pillar here. Atlas holding up the post-plant positioning for NRG. And he just couldn't hold on. Tibertino's movement is great. The air jiggle peek into Asana swinging, and then he just sends it with the ultimate.
Yeah.
Showcasing that, listen, slightly overtuned look of Neon at the moment, but making it work really nice.
Just a 2-round difference. The map that could be incredibly pivotal. Yet to be seen in this match that is not just elimination, but to book that ticket to Masters London. Tibertino with the operator. He doesn't take an aggressive line. Holds the ground that he stands on now with that operator well trained onto the corner and anticipating it, and that is a double face and a quick punish at that. Sharp shooting. Prowler though, it's going to get a connection all the way forwards now. We see an orbital strike being used. 100 Thieves looking to completely stunt and shut out NRG.
They donated the spike as well, just fully onto the B site.
It's middle of nowhere. The explosive play of NRG is immediately anticipated, reacted towards, and can do all the unconventional smokes you want, really, Brock, but in a spot like this,
Last player
tough
standing.
going. Really tough going.
Oh, attempting at the final moment to deny Asuna an Altor, but
He got the kill anyway.
I mean, any fight that happens over an Altor, Asuna gets a +2 to his to his aim. NRG got destroyed by that orbital strike as well. Hey, Timotino gets the first kill and gets away. That's, again, the power of the Neon Op.
Yeah.
It's so good. But then just tucks inside a smoke and gets delivered a second
30
kill by
seconds
Bang's
left.
ult.
The tide has changed ever since 100 Thieves got to this defense side. I mean, NRG struggling for answers.
Absolutely.
Now I know where the last is. Brock. He needs to keep this gun, I'm pretty sure. Ethan and Mada are
10
brought down to
seconds
0, so it's important that he holds on to it.
It really is. Yeah, you can see Asuna looking around over towards Halls, but I
Yeah,
don't think
hunting.
anyone's going to be able to run this out of his hands. This is tough now. This is really difficult. If 100 Thieves start having some good early round ideas and start getting those first bloods, it is going to be more and more difficult for NRG to come back into this game. They were the ones in the first half winning those big ult skirmish rounds.
Enemy remain.
And if that's not the case,
Last player standing.
Wow, that guy's bad at the game.
That's a tough one.
that's a player who lifted the Champions Trophy. Crazy.
But that's the mindset you got to bring, I think, if you're going to take him down.
Yeah. Listen, the evidence of our eyes and ears. We saw the fight. NRG are on such an upward climb here, but they're actually going for a half buy. It's still a pretty dangerous half buy.
Yep. Got some bite to it.
And the Vandal in Kiko's hands was so good last time they went for this exploration in Arcade.
He's got that ult in his back pocket. It's the player you want with that rifle. And leaving him, I was wondering, as a bit of a solo insert towards that tunnel angle, but...
Well, if Cryo and Bang go for this walkout tree, they were thinking about going for an exploration there, down the stairs, and they would have ended up walking straight into Scuba.
Timotino's going walkabouts at Dish.
But this angle is so good to op on.
Go, go, go.
It's an insane amount of information he's going to be able to offer up. So surely 100 Thieves realize, yep, it's got to be ending over towards B. Asuna waiting in spawn. He's got that ultimate to respond towards that noise, and he hears it. Run it back. For what? That is ridiculous. It's just Kiko. An ult for an ult. But you know who the winner is now. Bang. Let's see if he can stop it all. Up onto the ropes, taking another swing of things with a volley at his feet over the strike. Pick your poison. You can't escape. They absolutely destroy him.
30 seconds
Timotino,
left.
though, he's not finished. Not content to just
Planted.
leave it. Standing back. Trying to assert himself up onto that arcade angle. But the damage, I'm afraid, might already be done. Vora trying to move forwards now in the 2v4. Realizing, how the hell do you even play for this? Timotino's trying to make a lot of noise. Pop up the feathers, try and fake like it could be a little bit more than that, but this is NRG on top of it all.
Vora had a huge round earlier on, but he is not going to get this one done. It's just impossible. The time isn't there. The positioning of the NRG player is too strong. It's another round, Brent, where they come in with... It's a half buy. They have some stuff to work with, 2 Guardians and Kiko on a Vandal, but this shot...
Oh my god, it's Kiko.
It's otherworldly. This is
ridiculous.
this raw aim is why he was brought into NRG after he had a stonker of a year with Team Liquid.
I hate visiting.
And he just gets unleashed in rounds like this where they slow take out.
About it and talking about the experience difference, right? Because it's a 100 Thieves squad. They are 0-3 this year against NRG. And he was pinning it mainly down to the experience difference. NRG, they make every single round difficult, an arduous struggle.
Well, this may be another one. This one is absolutely critical. There's dribs and drabs of money to work with. But you need this to be able to either close out 100 Thieves or to get back in the game, depending on whose perspective you're looking from. NRG were getting so much success with that arcade default. And instead now they've gone to the south side of the map to work towards Tree. They haven't done much exploration over here.
Very cautious. Seeing if they can post up Matter, but smoke's going to be used early to cut off those sight lines. Deep cam, it's not going to be broken, so it gives a bit of peace of mind, but with the amount of contact plays that have been going from both of these teams, you can never be certain of anything.
They're also not focused on picking up the ult orbs.
Prowler. No one takes space off of it, trying to fake like it could be just that fake pressure, but now the Phoenix wall. Out for the cross. Up and Timotino! That's instinctual. Here's a lot of it. Cam needs to be broken. Armada tagged up, retreating. 30 seconds remaining.
Left.
Late round exec into a spot where there's a kill trip.
Swap of the guns. Mada's going to be the one leading the charge now with that double dash forwards. They take the fight into Canteen, the flash. It's a beautiful idea, but how the hell did NRG carve a path onto the side? Because Cryo trying to stand his ground down. Refracted absolutely everything being thrown at this guy. The kitchen sink while you're at it, but NRG still carving and pathing towards this one entirely. Ethan with the plant down. There's no real pushback, but the nade will claim him anyway. It leaves it down into the hands of Asuna. 1v2. Oh, what is that? Plugs Brock out of the picture. Jumping around the corner, and Kiko pushed to the extremities now. Asuna left guessing where he could be. Many angles, but patience is being played by Kiko in a spot like this. In a 1v1, the time pressure will start to mount. Asuna guessing, hoping for signs of life just to see if he can make his life a little bit easier.
Kiko's so far away.
He's so far away. He's getting the sprint on now, and he's made all the noise now with the jump spot. Gets the acknowledgement. Knows Asuna's not sticking. Flash forward's not dodged. And now it's really, really getting away from him. Asuna! Not enough time to work with, and it's NRG up to 12.
Beautifully, beautifully played there by Kiko. I was worried when he was that far away and the tap comes through. It looks like he's opened the door for Asuna. And instead, the jump peak was immaculate. Exactly predicting the angle that Asuna would try to fight on. A great attempt by Asuna as well, honestly. Yeah. But Kiko plays every part of that perfectly. And he's 22-12 with another Phoenix ult to work around. Ethan's slow at calling. It's put them in some funky spots, but NRG good enough to run out. 3 opportunities to close on their map pick.
Kiko will look to, again, set the pace towards his A side. He's got to run it back. Ready and primed. He's been taken over this entire map, determined to see if he can get one step closer to Masters London. Flash forwards into spawn, and there's the connection he was looking for. Bang! Taken out. Free reign given up here, out towards our Hall's angle. 100 Thieves. We're going to see if they can batter away forwards. It's just Vora left alone, but being quickly assailed. Scuba taking him out. Cryo. Door pops open, making him really cautious here, but NRG, they got that plant down. That's the important point and factor. Brock pressured, damage done, 2v2 now, with a stun connecting. The tap is needed to see if they can pull these players way out into the open. NRG sitting tight for now. A tap to see if they can force out the fight once more. Left guessing towards it, but Mada potentially playing a picture-perfect stuff. A 3-piece to finish towards Fracture. It's NRG one step ahead.
Crucial, critical rounds won there by NRG.
It's a very different play style compared to the Phoenix, so he's been able to do it all. Putting a lot of weight on this guy's shoulders to see if he can get it across the line here. For NRG, they're on the precipice. One more map is all that is needed. And we get started here into the pistol round.
100 Thieves starting with 3 players in spawn, ready to rotate off the noise. Early 0 point over towards A main, but Asuna, he jiggle peeks and realizes it's not real pressure heading towards him. So these 3 players in spawn start headed B instead, assuming it's a fake. But Ethan is calling a very slow round here, poking and prodding. Both areas of the map, Spike uncommitted in spawn. And 100 Thieves go for an info push in elbow.
Okay. Could be punishment on either side here. Steadily walking up. Mada just opened up onto the sight line and the angle. It's Cryo. Picks him off. Takes him out of the picture. Jump spot as well. But Kiko has found himself that slider. So pockets. There's the punish activating. Off onto the flank. And they don't bite off more than they can chew. 100 Thieves immediately getting back while Kiko looking for a little bit more. He's trying to answer back from these earlier kills. And he's just found the right timing. Patience played all the way through. And it's a risky game that this guy is playing currently. Game of timings, none the wiser. That is absurd, man. Cryo's head clean off. Deep spawn control already going to be obtained. And that B site now with the plant down. Another angle. Ethan! No clearance whatsoever. It's the IGL with 2 trophies under his belt. Just giving 100 Thieves the absolute business. Asuna twisting and turning. See if he can see and wrangle away in through this round.
He's been given the slimmest chance.
But this is pure discipline on display by NRG. A tap, Ethan gets the acknowledgement. He knows that it is that fake pressure once more, realizing that it's not quite there. Ding through the wall, Ethan lowers anything, but that time pressure mounting now, ticking away, and Ethan, he's happy to just put his body on the line. It's a 4-piece for him in a pistol. He's happy with it.
It's a ludicrous pistol as well. There were 4 kills that happened with no 100 Thieves player seeing an NRG player that killed them. Look at this one. Cryo backs up. The highlight reel is Kiko and Ethan staring at the side of the 100 Thieves players' heads.
That composure from Ethan.
I genuinely can't believe that Vora didn't clear that in elbow, though. I mean, you've got 3 players there. That is such a mistake. It was a weird round. There were gaps, there were timings to be taken.
That's what makes NRG a tough team. One little mistake, they'll be so quick to capitalize. It's coves on coves here. 100 Thieves were looking to see if they can get access to the orb, and now potentially fighting through, but that shock tide is going to be softening them all up. They're on the eco. Looking to just see if they can generate a couple of ults for the next few rounds. Asuna is already halfway to it.
You'll see 100 Thieves doing this on their attack side as well, utilizing the cove as a progression smoke to go around the map and take small slices of map control away and play for the ult orbs as they do it. NRG heard a lot of footsteps there. I think 3 players jumped out through the cove to try to follow up on the flash and dodge the shock dart. But Ethan didn't call anything quick off the back of it.
And just leaving Kiko posted here. He's got a Marshall. Flash forwards again, going for the no-scopes, and he was quick with the reaction times. Managed to dodge that first flash and went forwards.
Did Asuna blind himself as well? He didn't
Not
follow
too
up.
sure. He's so ready for the repush.
I feel like he must have done, because otherwise he's got to follow up with Timotino.
Snake Bite layered down. This is NRG looking to see if they can take control now over towards this A site. No real chances with the weaponry at hand. Bang is going to be doing some risky business.
30 seconds
Here's the
left.
footsteps, looking to see if he can take a timing forwards. Again onto the angle. Not quite spotted. Now barely there. An adjustment. Brock is missing a couple of those stray shots. Going down, almost punished for it. Long range of the pistols. It's not ideal. Scuba with that rifle. Trying to put a stop to it. Nasty work. Cryo. Deep peek. Danger player removed, but the rifle remains.
They can afford to have a few deaths here. It's a very greedy buy that NRG have gone for.
2 pistols on
One
the Marshall.
enemy remaining.
But coming to complete fruition, really. It's just Vora left alive, so NRG look to be sailing ahead.
And with all of these multi-kills happening in the rounds, Ethan 2 away from a null command, and Kiko pretty close to his Blade Storm as well. No massive snowball generated just yet, but a very good start for NRG. 100 Thieves beginning on the back foot. Unusual territory for them. They've been so good on these pistols.
Key win condition for them. Being able to set the pace early, get the economy underneath them, but we'll see how 100 Thieves respond when the pressure is fully on them now.
I want to see as well in this round, what is the theory? I feel like round 3, round 5 is where you tend to see the most clear anti-stratting from the teams. And I'm wondering if it comes down to that contact walk that we saw into B. You see where he's running the trips at the moment. None of these trips are actually for information. They might just try to walk in for free here. I guess they've got one trip actually stopping Kiko from going for that pathing towards backside like he was doing before.
Thieves need it. Oh,
whoa!
bit of a blunder! Ethan! He's put in the blender. Lucky to be alive there.
Yeah, that deep A main control he was trying to counter.
Way up.
But he's
Danger around
also
every corner.
he's trying to fake it too. The drone spots it out. Vora realizing that pressure from Ethan is not real.
Completely vacates.
Deep cam as well from Cryo.
And that's not broken just yet.
It's a nice adjustment based on what NRG were doing on the pistol. Again, just trying to contact.
He's going walkabouts here. Brock. Pixel angle. Spots a contact, at least a play being made. Bang! It's a bullet to the dome. Luckily, the box in the way. Still alive, but barely. Now calling for the pivot. NRG, they don't have space towards A. They're fully grouping up here. Guessing, umming and ahhing as to what they want to do. It's a sound bait.
But there was no one there to hear it, was there?
No,
I mean,
no,
100
there
Thieves are
wasn't.
going exploring, though.
Assuming it now, yeah. 100 Thieves with the contact re-clear. This time not punished. Hold on, Vora. Vora isolated. Clearance into the corner and accounted for. Vora activating when they needed it. It's 3 kills before he's finally brought down. And surely the damage done. 100 Thieves. A desperately needed round for them. They put it on the board and make a statement with it.
Dangerous stuff there from 100 Thieves, going for that information peak, similarly to what they did on the pistol round where they went for the elbow push. When Asuna swings in, or maybe it was Timo going for the juggle, they spotted 5 players out in cannon. And Vora putting himself in a multi-kill spot, comes up with the goods.
You had it coming.
Great way of turning that around. Ethan's calling is putting the squeeze on 100 Thieves. They are having to get proactive and find this information.
A lot of guesswork.
I think they're a bit more comfortable in these team fight scrap scenarios.
Molly's going to be ran past, but second guessing it, that has done a lot of damage to Brook. Still caught into the corner. Asuna is in a troubling spot. The wall. See if he can get out of dodge. Thrown up towards the top. That's a big tag, but it's going to be broken, and the high tide had to be used early. It's a big one.
I think these are the kind of rounds that the 100 Thieves are happy with. Big scraps over A main. The Phoenix gets so much value, but they've bled every piece of util here out of Asuna.
Same could be said as well for Bang. Solo Harbor in this composition, it is a bit of a weak point now. You're seeing it. It's going to see that no command emanates out. Ethan moving forwards now, trying to lead the rest of his team all the way through into this side, using walls on walls, dropping down with a curtain. Fights to be taken here. It comes down to that game of timings, but NRG, they slipped the net. Straight through to the back of the site and accounted for. It's Kiko and Ethan doing the most. Not a plan to be going down, and a watchful eye for that game of timings. 3 rounds now for NRG.
Great beginning from Kiko. Again, stamping his authority upon the game. 6 and 2, wraps around the back as the rest of his team's taking this scrap. Looked like it was going either way.
Yeah.
You couldn't really tell which team was having an advantage there up until Kiko and Ethan finally wrapped around their pyramids and were able to backstab those 100 Thieves defenders.
Nice!
I was happy with that. If they can scrap things out against 100 Thieves, that's one of the best win cons. This is the final round that 100 Thieves will be able to buy in if they keep losing.
That's scrappy stuff, though.
Has to be a win for them.
4 players on the half armor, and Scuba's the one with the outlaw in hand. And you're right, it has to be a win for 100 Thieves. They've been starting at the back foot.
Yeah, much more pressure on them. And this slower calling style from Ethan, we've seen it from lots of teams.
Yeah.
But I think NRG and Leviathan being the two that you have at top of mind right now based on what we've just seen. The love to put the tension in the air, put the pressure on the defenders, force mistakes out.
Priority on that slow squeeze, and now just minute mark hit. Bit of util, making it really antsy stuff. The shot just going wide there, but the operator could have been a big chance for Timotino. And Mata lets loose with a high tide nice and early. It makes it feel like it could be an A hit, or at least a split into the side, but NRG have different ideas.
Timotino's been fooled by this, I think. Going deep into the A side to try to reinforce. It's going to weaken B. Ethan's got a timing to hit.
Yep.
Cryo's got to be good for this one.
Mata all the way up through
30
mid here.
seconds left.
Waiting for the noise pressure from the rest of his team through B main now to see if he can get a bit of a timing and activate.
Trip stay up.
Trip stay up indeed. Kiko updraft on the dash forwards. It's a big tag onto the 2 players. Gives him the timing forwards, but that flash does connect. Asuna though, he's isolated now on an island. Run it back. That is risky stuff. He's going to get pressured from multiple avenues.
Oh, it's so rough.
Their time. They waited out. Ethan finishes the fight. Forwards with the defense, and Fora, he's punished for it. Trying to defend his comrade. NRG steamroll all over them.
It's another example of that perfect slow calling from Ethan. The B fake, Mata's wall, sells a ruse over to 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
And he can see the pressure that 100 Thieves are under here. I mean, Asuna is ulting and can't do a thing with it. He just has to hover in place, desperately defending his own respawning body and then calling for reinforcements.
Come on, Ethan! Come on, Arnold!
He won it.
Yeah. I mean, there is energy in the NRG camp right now. 100 Thieves struggling. Onto a low buy. The previous round had to be the one to save them and keep their economy running. The early A main control isn't really useful. It just bleeds utility out of Asuna too early. NRG just sit there and wait out the molly, slow re-clear A main. So the big thing that 100 Thieves were working on, they now have to take a step back. Throw one way, try to refight, but they don't catch it.
No, it's so passive. Look at it from NRG, just absorbing the refight. Say, no, it's coming.
It's even slower than 100 Thieves are expecting.
Yeah.
They know they're not going to fight early, but they're thinking, surely by a minute 15.
NRG reading 100 Thieves' minds, and it's going to take sharp shooting on display, quick reaction times at that. The drone spoils the surprise, though. Asuna, I'm going to get a little bit more with that one. Molly lay it down at the feet.
This is fairly nice, though. 45 seconds.
Yeah.
4 defenders.
Trying to make their way through. We'll see if these shots in the dark can land. NRG are doing a bit of a scramble. Hold on.
They do not have a lurker to go back to.
No, they do not.
They have no idea what the rest of the map looks like.
Question marks across the board here, and NRG, well,
30
instead of going for the
seconds
full B pivot, it looks like just going to maneuver into the A split. They've realized that they don't have the time to work with Asa now forwards. It's 100's Fury. This is pure chaos now. And we've seen of 100 Thieves. They're throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. Cryo forwards again. Cove planted in the face of all of them. There's only 15 seconds left. This is brute force. NRG leaping through it all. 100 Thieves, though. The crossfire setup. Rifles. Not even necessary, it's just the pistols at play. But time fully against them, 100 Thieves. They turn it around.
A great adjustment from 100 Thieves, honestly. And they take risks because that is a thrifty. That's the first thing to say. They're not going to huge gamble stack on the A site on a rifle round, probably. But I love the adjustment coming out of Asuna. He decides to refight in and then save the molly for as long as he possibly can. And that delays so much time and buys so much time for the rest of his team to come in and help him on A.
Yeah.
Nice.
Despite
Good
the
round.
fact-
Come on. Let's make this half good.
Despite the fact he's at the bottom of the scoreboard here, 2 and 5, it's the way that he adjusts playing that A main defense that helps 100 Thieves get a brutally important thrifty.
Commitment from NRG here, though. Looking to speed things up. We're going to see it now. Reckoning rolling forwards. Hunter's Fury as well onto the side. 100 Thieves looking to see if they can answer straight back, but it's already broke. Claiming that first kill. Highlights there. NRG, we'll see how they deal with all of this now.
Everyone freeze.
Chill.
Running high.
All half full, boys. All half full.
I'm gonna ping one. Get ready to spam, guys. Get ready to spam.
Minus 50 on 2. Cypher and Harbor.
Is it all of them?
Yeah, bingo. It was bingo.
Bingo half full.
Yeah, they're gonna flank probably, guys. They're gonna watch flank.
I'm gonna hold it.
Guys, listen to me.
I'm
Listen
gonna
to me.
wait for
Listen to
Koza.
me.
I'm gonna plant. Yeah.
Care flashes, boys.
They're gonna
Care-
hard they're gonna hardball as well.
We have Viper Wall.
No one make noise.
Here, I'm
No one
gonna
make noise. No one make noise, please.
Can you wall
No,
up?
no, 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 no.
Wall up.
Brock's blind. Brock's blind. Needs help.
Scaling
Pushing.
right side.
Pushing.
Nose.
Got hit by it, bro.
They know.
Spike down B.
Backside and no through
One
quad.
enemy remaining.
Now we see it left into that 1v2 for Cryo. To pick up the pieces was a pretty stellar spot, but he's left guessing as to where they could be. It is Matter. 3 kills in a round for him. NRG, they steadily assert this lead.
I think usually when we listen to the NRG comms, it is clinical. They are normally very, very clean. That one was quite messy. There were multiple different ideas there about how they wanted to play the post plant. Mata begging people not to make noise. Ethan overriding him with a call, telling him desperately to go and help Brock. They clean stuff up, though. There's pressure out there, even for the more experienced team. But 100 Thieves lose another devastating rifle v rifle round.
Yeah.
And they are straight back down on an eco.
It's putting it lightly. Been winning a thrifty here and there. Cryo. Spam down to the brink. 100 Thieves need more than just close rounds, really. They got to put something on the board. It's probably not going to be this round.
Some of the most important rounds, they've been heading towards Cryo. That feels like one of the big areas of the anti-Stratton coming into this. They want to try to put pressure onto the B site.
Yeah.
Kiko holds this passive line on A, waiting to see if somebody like Asuna would peek his head out. Instead, Vora's swapped over, playing here with Bang.
Let's see what the protocols are. NRG, they ran out of time last time they were up against the Eco.
Yeah.
Abundance of caution can be bad sometimes.
Well, especially if they get slowed down when they try to take A main here. If they can't take A main cleanly, they are going to be in a world of trouble again.
It's Bang. It's waiting in the sidelines to swing off Vora's contact forwards. Now he's got that Cove, but in place down. As soon as they hear that one with the drone, game of timings forwards again. It's Vora, boundless energy, but he only gets the one for the troubles. Molly, slow them all down. Ether, offset now. Pops the ultimate, 20 seconds remaining. 2 players to be cleaned up towards the back of the site. And those, the danger players, Asuna, Timotino. What can I do from the spot like this? Not a lot. Against the rifles. Swept away.
It's the util that makes that so difficult. And Ethan just turns it all off. No opportunity for a stun or a flash to come through and create a scenario where 100 Thieves, even with the lighter weaponry, can come out on top. It looked crazy for a moment with Vora dipping inside of that Cove, but NRG managed to deal with it in the end. It's expensive. They do use the null command. That'll be a silver line in a small breath of relief for 100 Thieves, but this half is slipping away from them.
Yeah.
Their attack side is good on this map, but I'd like to see them get at least 4 and look to be able to pick up the other pistol. I think 5 would be what they're aiming for more so.
Slowly, this is NRG putting the squeeze on this 100 Thieves team. 100 Thieves not able to take a win against this squad this year. NRG firmly set in their ways right now. The goal set on Masters London as well to join the other greats.
Last time we saw 100 Thieves play on this map, they had a lot of nice trap setups with Asna's Phoenix ultimate. You put the cam somewhere to take contact, let's say, towards tunnel on B. And if they go up mid, Asna pops the Phoenix ult towards them. Could be a nice usage of that. Throw something different in there to try to catch off NRG. Timotino's going to pick up the op again, though. He might have a fight first.
Yeah, potentially. We'll see it. NRG, though, they're squaring up now for a bit of a scrap towards that B angle. Cryo, and a count of 4. Snaps up towards the side. That's Kiko. Plucked out of the picture immediately. Cryo!
How's he done that?
Cryo!
Recon!
Look and weave! An ace! From the bloody brink! He'll pull his team straight back in it.
Bonkar's told his team, go and abuse Cryo in these important rounds.
He's had enough!
Almost every single round.
Oh!
Cryo's been tested, and here, I mean, the assist from Bora is outrageous.
Oh my god.
That was such clean anchoring. Great prediction onto the first one. Kiko plucked out of the air. And the next 2 taken down easily. Ethan straight back at it, though. The game plan was hammer B in these important rounds, and he is not letting up. Cryo does it once.
Hold on.
Fair enough. Cryo does it again. Okay, then you've got a problem.
Absolutely. See if the game plan is foiled once more. Cryo adjusts the position again, flash in his face and a dash forwards and a counter forward. Stunned up though. Dangerous business, but he's got his team to help out. Timotino! Timotino! Absolutely flawless stuff. And at this point, if you're NRG, yeah, maybe consider a different site.
Yeah, I think the game plan's got to be adjusted now. That's 2 back-to-back brilliant rounds from 100 Thieves. Cryo this time did get flashed. He got caught dead to rights. And then again, his team comes in. Timo, how's he skewered 2 of them there? Insane stuff.
It's an injection of energy that 100 Thieves desperately needed. And it's called once more for the pause.
Yeah, well,
timeout.
Here's Bonkar taking the timeout because, again, I think part of the big part of the anti-strat was, let's go B in these important rounds, and we'll try to overwhelm the defensive setup. And now when it fails twice in a row, Bonkar's got to come in with a roster that's been injected with some new blood and now new energy after round 9 and 10. Look at this again, though, bro.
No.
Cryo is alone on the B site because surely Bonkar wouldn't take a tag timeout to go and pressure B. But they're going and making at least some noise in this direction.
Faking the pressure.
Wait, no, not faking it. Kiko's in.
Well, hold on. Yeah, Kiko is all the way in. The Zelda's faking. They're already claiming kills because of it. An abundance of rotations and a punish across the board.
That pathing is so cool. Straight into the cove, over towards tunnel.
Cryo now. Left to see if he can pivot and hold them back once more. Game of timings. Straight past it, but it's accounted for. Mada shuts it down. Understands the angles well for 100 Thieves.
Oh, the left
energy
relay
just dissipates.
Yeah. Floods out of you here. Sometimes these spots are brutal as well. The quiet moments in disadvantaged positions. You're playing a 2v5.
Yeah.
Very little energy in spots like these. The adrenaline. The air can get sucked out of the room.
2v5.
That's
Bang!
amazing, though.
Bang! Good adjustment. Good transfer. Peek out on a swing. That is that blind. Getting off. Hold on, Brock. Shuts it down and bides his time, peeling all the way back.
Hell of a try from Bang.
Definitely so.
But that opener, what a way for Bonkar to be able to show his value instantly in the coach v coach matchup. Gives them a set idea where Kiko's pathing is very different and super hard to punish. It would be almost impossible for Cryo to pluck Kiko out of midair there.
I mean,
and it's all, it's a fake that you can always go back to. It's a brilliant round
as well. I mean, it's the added element of just punishing the mid players with that dart off the rip.
Yeah.
We saw in the replay.
Really sick.
A lot of layers to it.
They've got money, though, in this final round. 100 Thieves really want this last round.
NRG, though, they are sprinting full lead towards this A site now with the setup being maneuvered. All the way around. Flash dodged, I believe, for a degree. Asuna has to get away with that. He's back to life straight away.
The fight's behind him.
Behind and looking to put the pinch on. And with Shorty in hand, rifle as that secondary option. Timatino lighting him on fire.
The two duelists of 100 Thieves have ripped through NRG in this final round.
I know
Looking to increase the pace and the tempo. Brock left in a 1v4. I think 100 Thieves will be very happy about the way that this round has ended up.
Fifth round that they were hunting for. A solid half, all things considered. Brock's going to do his best to see if he can play spoiler, but too much to deal with. Timatino posted. And as I was saying, 100 Thieves to drag it back to 5 rounds despite losing the pistol. Nothing short of amazing.
Anytime they can get some big team fight brawl, anytime that the pace is increased, I think 100 Thieves are so happy about that.
Yeah.
Astra and Timatino seem to thrive in these situations. They were struggling early on with the slow, criminal pace that Ethan was playing at. Almost torture for the 100 Thieves players that just want to get in there and scrap. They got their 5, even with NRG winning the pistol. This next one could be everything for them. Was the end of the first half here on Breeze. Timatino up out of his chair. They want this, and their attack side often looks good. You saw how impressive Ethan's flashes were in mid in the previous game. 100 Thieves do not normally path mid super heavy at the start of the rounds, but they're going to do it here on the pistol.
And slipping through the cove, looking for exploration, seeing if there's a straggler left alone. And now getting a move on. A lot of bullets being flying forwards alongside Timatino. He's setting that pace single-handedly. Flash forwards, good blind, good connection. Greater shot from Brock. Ethan, he's straight there. Weaving in and out past that high tide. A punish being placed onto these anchor players. But for 100 Thieves, everything lies in Cryo and Vora's hands. A 2v3. Earn themselves a bit of respite onto the site, but how do you bat your way through this one? Cryo hunting for the timings. There's a tap to see if he can pull some of the sight lines. NRG players out into the open again. Twisting and turning around the pyramids. Cryo, right time to strike. Could be now! He's found it with Kiko gone. Flipping the map entirely around the site. Ring around the rosies. More damage done. The reload committed. Surely not. Cryo is trying to find it now with the pressure mounting. This guy has got it all contained. And now twisting and turning. There is no hope for Ethan. A pistol round that has eluded 100 Thieves for so damn long in this series. Finally theirs.
Second half pistols. 100 Thieves have got him. What a performance from Cryo this is. It was a game of timings, but the way that he plays around this, isolating the ones, is genuinely superb. On their attack sides, Cryo's normally the player off on an island, alone, often throwing out his cam towards elbow, taking areas of the map that the rest of his team is stacked up somewhere else alone. He'll be controlling the pushes if NRG go for an aggressive defense side. Here, picking a very defensive position.
Yeah.
Doesn't want anything to do with elbow.
Nope.
Get me out of there.
There's danger lurking all around the map, even against the weaker buy.
Yeah, these kind of smokes are the ones that Bang throws out. This time, using it as a fake. Often, 100 Thieves will be behind these coves. 0 point reveals that NRG have got the wrong read of things. 5 players stacked up to try to punish non-existent B pressure.
Wow, my eyes are down.
And this is a chance for 100 Thieves to start some kind of ult snowball.
Should drag them even, assuming nothing goes awry.
Well, for NRG, I think you just want to die to Spike here.
Yeah.
You do not want to give Asna or Bang, literally anybody, a chance to build up to some kind of orb. So now, this is hide and seek. We had Ring Around a Rosie in the previous round, and now we've got hide and seek. Every young British nursery rhyme as we go towards Masters London.
Yeah, just seeing if they can stay out of those sight lines, maybe run into the spike in the final moments. Asuna, he knows what's up. He's making a lot of noise in the process as well, not scared to hide his intent all the way forwards, trying to transfer it down with a Spectre. Couldn't play that second one, but still it's good enough for him.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Hold on.
It's not bad.
Brock.
Whoa.
He was picking up the Spectre and now he's missed the spike.
Now that is not what you want to see.
Well,
that's a punish for over-optimizing. And I think 100 Thieves will be really happy about that. They're one away from getting us an assault online. If Bang throws down a cove over towards B main, for example, or they look to try to cove off or cage off A, they can secure an ult orb. NRG, do they have some kind of play? Has Bonka drawn something up to try to deny it? Or are they just going to let that one go for free?
I see Util being primed at the ready. In terms of plays to deny, the cove is already up in their faces, and
No, he's going to want that orb.
Slight peek. It's acknowledgement there. Kiko, any understanding? You know, was the order. Shock dart and a snake bite.
It's such a nice idea.
Ooh.
Asuna takes about 90 damage from it.
Healed up from the wall.
And you know what? He did not take the orb either. So, actually kind of a success for NRG, but they lost Mada in the mix.
Drone to clear most of the way. That's going to be heard by 100 Thieves. They don't decide to go back into the B site. This time getting a bit of a move on. Sprinting over towards A. That deep cam in A main.
Yeah, like I said, Cryo just controls the opposite side of the map for 100 Thieves on these Breeze attack defaults. And he's going to come to them. Ethan, no 0 point available. We can go for this exec. Full util. Asuna with an ult orb as well if he even needed to use it.
It'll be difficult to get through if you are NRG. The deep dart thrown towards the back here. Runner back. Asuna, there is a flank activating. It's NRG. That's what they're banking on. No kills to be claimed from Asuna.
Trip broken.
Yeah, clears the way. Now with a trip broken, we'll see what the reaction is from 100 Thieves, because they do need to deal with this one. NRG, Mada going down, probably one of the worst players for it when you're trying to play the retake on A, because you don't have any smokes to get in. Ethan, having to use the util, see if they can carve a path in through A main. A lot of noise being made. Hoping to buy a bit of space for the rest of the team to activate again. It's Brock and Scuba trying to play off this game's timings, but it's all being delayed and bled out. 100 Thieves are penned in for now, but the time is ticking, and NRG not getting a move on. They are content to play for the exits. See if they can contain them.
They're playing a save in a 4v4 retake.
Yeah.
In a spot like this, I mean, the time just got away from them, but that's a bonus round that they're giving away to 100 Thieves. They take the money. Listen, you've got the guns to still be able to work with, so it's not as economically crushing as it would otherwise be. But that's a really clean round there from 100 Thieves.
Listen, Mada going down early.
Yeah, there's Diabolical.
Yeah, it didn't help them.
No.
Trying to play retake on A without your harbor.
Well, they got caught. They thought that it was B pressure.
Yeah.
That they were going to just look to pick up that ult orb and go straight into a B hit. It's technically a clutch.
Regardless, big win for 100 Thieves at that bonus conversion. Now in the lead in this series, at least in this map, I should say.
Yeah, still fighting back in the series overall. Yeah.
Flash underhand. Oh, Cryo blinds it up, but I think he just saw signs of life beforehand, and the spray down will put the punish on.
Really fast timing as well. He doubled up with bang this time, way quicker than he usually is.
Very risky stuff. Kiko just looking to see if he can equalize.
Got to make a play. Got to make a play when you're down 3v5 like that.
Yeah.
Kiko's got to be the playmaker. He's going for it again.
A lot of contact plays around the map here. This time grouping up with the rest of the team. Still at that disadvantage. 100 Thieves not willing to really rush into anything.
Yeah, this slower pace is what we saw from Ethan on the attack side. Now Vora controlling the troops while dead. And it's NRG who are looking for the information.
Yeah.
They did just get a nice peek out, though, through elbow, so they know this is finishing A. All three defenders will be in a spot to try to contest.
Start up towards the top. Not accounted for. Does get the tag. Asuna with a bit of spam, but he not realizing the Brock is there. Stun layer down at the feet. Somehow 1v1, but bang! Instantly on sight and on deck.
Had to be aggressive, had to be decisive. Following up onto the stun to make that an unfavored 1v1 for Brock to take. NRG almost managed to get back into that round.
That's the trouble with NRG. Even when they're down players, very difficult even to close out rounds like that.
It's a good try. Teams though very clearly come into this with a nice idea. They're shaking up just enough of their attacking ideas that they've shown across previous tape to throw NRG off.
Yeah.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
The coaching was really important and hit for 100 Thieves this year. We haven't been able to talk about it enough.
I hard agree. Seeing a battle of the minds take place between them, and coaching preparation is what paved the way to a trophy lift for them at Champs. 100 Thieves now.
Blocking fire.
Money is weak here for NRG. Molly into the corner. Scuba, he isn't under that pressure, but he does have a rifle to play with, or at least just the Guardian. He's looking to see sharpshooting on display. Can't really account for that one.
I'm out of here.
Even best case scenario, if he had the right gun for the job here. Seeing a bit of a fast and loose play though. NRG are looking to see if they can get involved into the conversation. Team Knife against the back wall alongside that dart. Trying to play them all the way. Go! 3 players felled and chopped down. Spray transfer. Crazy work. Vora tagged up. Spammable angle. He's going to try and find a bit of safety. Respite there. Cryo trying to bail him all the way out. Dangerous tidings. For 100 Thieves, they are being put into a bit of a squeeze. Vora trying to twist and turn, but his Brock just decapitates him. And now leaving it just down to Cryo. A monstrous round from NRG.
Kiko has pulled a triple out of nowhere. That spray control with the Vandal is magic. Absolute magic. The lad might have done it. That was crazy.
Ridiculous.
I mean, he starts fighting onto Bang, whiffs it a little bit. Asuna and Timo come to try to bail Bang out, and I'm all about that. Yeah, Kiko outdoes them, and Brock finishes it off with some crazy martial shots. NRG will not die.
No.
You put them in the ground, and they just pop back up again.
They are so hard to just stamp out even when they're down. Tenacity on display from NRG.
Oh, we were talking on Fracture about 100 Thieves. Oh, maybe they're using too many ults in these anti-ecos. If you don't...
Yeah, look what happens.
NRG breathing down the neck of 100 Thieves right now. Gap closed if they can just convert this anti-eco.
Somehow, money flipped around. 100 Thieves moving around here. Shot sweep the Sheriff! Asuna! Hello!
And that's a big play. Straight back in the other direction.
Cryo might get his time to shine soon enough. Good snap to the side though, Scuba. Adjusting towards it. Take a listen in.
Yeah. No, he's tunnel. He can't be on him.
Wide.
He's going wide on. He's going wide on Pete.
I smoked the right.
Apple.
Go back A. No, it's crazy, but.
I like it.
Guns are mid.
We're not going mid.
Go mid. No,
Where
you
were
guys
they
are going
exactly?
mid.
He's on it. He's on
Where
it.
were the guns exactly?
Like here and here.
He just ran to backside, boys. They
Last player standing.
nice
Hold
try.
on.
I like that eco. That mid run felt nice.
Keeping it positive towards the end.
Yeah, still trying to keep the vibes up.
Yeah.
Incredible dramatic irony for all of us at home. They're calling, let's go back to A. It's a crazy call, and we can see it's a disaster. But they had no idea that Brock was lurking in this corner.
Remaining.
Timotino, it would have been a good mid-round call in any other scenario.
Where are you guys going?
Well,
It made sense from their perspective.
it definitely made sense from their perspective.
But you had no idea about Brock in the corner. And that's it, NRG tie things up. Timotino's coming into this one with only his ult, looking to fake it on an A split.
Forward again, he's going to be changing directions, a bit of a pivot now, putting the squeeze once more. So Blind is going to be sidestepped here, but a spam, but it goes both ways. Trying to put a galvanizing finish over towards Mata inside that orb. Scuba weaving and dodging inside and out. That's 2 players. Drop down. 100 Thieves to collapsing around for them. It's up to Cryo, Vora, Timotino to see if they can find a way through and forwards. Drone forwards again. Plant will be pushed back. No close plan for now. Scuba again drifting back into the action. He's gained a lot of ground for the rest of his team. Big reveals. There's 100 Thieves that are penned in.
It's really tough to make a play from this position.
Hold on,
But
hold
the
on!
peaks.
There's damage done. Vora being assailed now. Shocked out towards it. Scuba on 8 HP. Oh my! Backs against the wall. It's the rookies that batter and find a way forwards.
They turn the tides in that round to an extraordinary degree. It is really difficult positionally if you get stuck in the back of B side. These angles are horrible to fight on.
Yeah.
You're swinging out here into 2 players holding you. Brock and Ethan, Brock and Mata, sorry, should have easily been able to control that. And yet the swing out, a small duck, and 100 Thieves have come out with magic there to push themselves ahead again and save their economy too.
That's a ridiculous play.
Scuba is going to be asked a lot of again here, Brent.
Under pressure. No ult for Asuna to run at him though. This guy is caught out into the side. The trade is intact. Necessary one here for 100 Thieves. The drone is going to be instantly collapsed though.
I mean, that's a great 0 point. It breaks the drone and it stops the high knife.
Cryo! Danger
know
player in
exactly.
multiple rounds. He's looking to do it again. Stunting and trying to put a stop to them. Quick adjustment off to the side as a wall up. Timotino is able to help out and see if he can bail them all the way out here. Running around. NRG just open sideline and access. Vora poking and prodding, just trying to posture like there's a bit more resistance there.
I think Ethan's got the idea here that they've lost the whole of the B site. It's going to be a tough retake, and Brog trying to fill a timing that simply didn't exist. Cryo way too fast on that one.
Cryo is everywhere at once. End of that last round, into this one, hasn't slowed down.
Spike
Plant
planted.
online. This operator. Kiko will look to see if he can save it.
Yeah, I think you're going to want to save it in this position. It's a pretty impossible retake to go for with the op. And the money's not looking amazing for NRG either. 100 Thieves have put together 2 very nice rounds.
Yeah.
To push themselves into a position where they might be able to go to Pearl.
It's a crazy map for 100 Thieves. They are having to dig so deep into hidden reserves that they might not even known existed.
But that's what it takes in order to get to a global event.
Absolutely.
In a region as competitive as America's. Well, we knew that this team was a dark horse squad, but you have to defeat some incredibly accomplished teams if you want to be able to get to a global event.
Up to 11. Putting the hurt on this NRG squad, but you got to close out this map to take it all the way to Pearl.
The mid-rounding has been strong from 100 Thieves too. Vora calling the pivot back and Cryo taking a lot of that space. Cryo's been really bold today. Sometimes on Breeze he'll sit back if the execs are working. He's fine to just hop in the backpack and let Timatino and Asuna run ragged around the map, but here
he's been getting active.
He really has. 21 and 11, opening up sights, finding those lurk timings. But if he goes fast through mid here, he may walk into Kiko on the line. He's just heard that flash into mid.
Yeah. Flash going to be setting up. 0 point is pretty good. Hunter's Fury Dart is out of range, so we're going to see it. Sailing forwards regardless. The high tide as well slips his way forwards and through. The dash is primed, and Kiko takes his time with it. Gets this one, gets out. Buying time for the rest of the team to really collapse forwards. Now we see it. Reckoning to roll forwards, potentially take some space towards the back of the side, but 100 Thieves, they just leave it as to where they're at.
There's a nice positioning to end the ultimate there.
Yeah, cuts him off for just a bit of brief time and windows here. The shots rattling forwards through that cove. Bang with the reposition.
Right there.
Finds himself. Slightest of angles now. Flash forwards into the back of the site. The anti was being played yet. Asuna is still getting it done. Running back now. Active. He really wants to put the hurt on. Tighten the screws onto this NRG team that are left bewildered, wondering what's going on. Running back forwards though, that trade is there. And NRG, they just will not die. Kiko brings it now into that 1v1. Sticking. Cryo's there. Half onto the defuse. Cryo! Taken out. Dismissed, scattered to the winds. It's all on Kiko, and he delivers.
Kiko is desperate to get to Masters London. I don't think I've seen him in this form since he was on Liquid, honestly. I mean, when he was playing at Santiago, he had some amazing rounds as well. But this, he just runs through him like a wrecking ball.
It's unreal.
He melted his way through 100 Thieves there. Destroyed them. I loved what 100 Thieves were doing too. The Harbor ultimate, the Phoenix ult, the way that Asuna was just holding that space, but nobody there to try to save Asuna as he eventually got traded through, and the tempo on the retake was enormous. It's back to within 1 round.
This NRG team just will not stay down.
Even when you have a massive positional advantage against them, even when you're throwing out great post-plant ideas, you've always got that sticky resilience.
Spam to see if they can break that cove down. 100 Thieves are going fast out in through this B side, but they have to contest with these players. Anchoring, tuck tied, Scuba just trying to weave in and out. Ethan's going to be dropped down to his knees. Players towards the back of the site now. Asuna potentially trying to make a move forward, but they don't have any util because of that. Now, the no command. It's not going to stop the bullets, though. Mada pulled away from this. He's accounting for the flank here. This is 100 Thieves that are left just wondering what is going on. Timatino in a 1v4. Snappy stuff. Kiko dismissed, but Ethan straight there. Plugs up the gaps, 11 to 11. NRG drag it level.
Mara with a cove managed to get Ethan back on his feet in the midst of all of that as well. This another situation where 100 Thieves get pinned into the back of the site. The positioning just not great. That is a filthy little angle that Mara creates with his high tide. Yeah. But this time 100 Thieves couldn't really get their way out of it.
Somebody peek with balls, bro.
Yeah, Mitch in the back there. I mean, timeout being taken for 100 Thieves. I think both teams really feeling positionally trapped in these B execs. But Scuba hard anchoring and NRG going for the flood style rather than the set retake style. It's something that they've been going in and out of. A lot of teams in this region do not have the guts to hard anchor the same way that people like Scuba with lower weapons. Asna had 2 incredible shots with the Sheriff last time they were on a weak buy, but if they lose this round with 3 Sheriffs, NRG are up to match point.
Match point.
Qualification point.
Absolutely. Masters London waiting. Last team look towards that event. NRG finding the right footing forwards now. 100 Thieves are just taking this with a lot of caution. The wind.
The knife a little late this time from Ethan.
Yeah. Timatino's way past it now, looking for a timing himself, but the spam is just brutal up onto these lines. To fight towards backside seems to be accounted for. NRG playing this one very passively. Look at the contain up towards that bridge area. Timatino wants to weave past this one. Catch a timing, but he just catches a bullet anyway. Operator shot straight to the chest. Shock darts raining down. Cryo just with the rifle in hand. He's the player that has to get it all done, but with that discipline, NRG are slowly dissecting the site. 12 rounds now, and on the precipice of being able to earn a spot amongst the best teams in the world at London.
4th seed from the Omega group, placed instantly into the lower bracket. The least chances, but some of the best resilience that we have in Americas. Now 1 round away from Kiko being able to go to Masters London alongside the rest of NRG. 100 Thieves, though, they knew that that was a likely outcome of the round. They went and player with the longest tenure out of basically any squad, but especially here. They're gonna need something from him again. This is the round that makes all the difference for 100 Thieves.
It's everything. It's a stack of 4 players, but they are waiting on the other side. NRG, hard anchor positions. This could spoil the surprise almost immediately, and it could be over in a blink of an eye. Mada feeling that pressure. The Yuto comes out to spam alongside it. No one deals with the dart! And just like that, 100 Thieves, they crumble under that pressure. For Cryo, it's all on his shoulders, but it looks to be an impossibility. For NRG, 100 Thieves are just one team in the way towards trying to cement themselves with legacy to prove that they can round out a trophy cabinet, to even get the chance to do it at Masters London. And what can you do if you're Cryo? The rest of 100 Thieves left to stew in silence as they look towards the inevitable. For NRG, 1 HP in a dream now, but it is going to be a tall order, a tall task. NRG, they get it done in style. 13-11, pushed into some difficult spots, but they will be your last representatives for Americas heading to Masters London, and they do get that chance